Hello everyone, my name is Vivek Manander, and today I'm going to show you how to convert an ER diagram to relational schema. We have this ER diagram for Jaggi Retail Company Sales Department database. I'm going to be converting this ER diagram to relational schema. For this we're going to use a drawing tool that is draw.io, which can be used basically for flow charts or diagrams or tables. So yeah, press OK for this, and I'm gonna be importing this picture here. Device, the ER diagram here. Resize it. Okay. There you go. So there's this ER diagram. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entities. So from these seven entities, we can assume that there's gonna be 7 tables in the relational schema, and there's a unique attribute on each entities right here. The like store ID, relational ID, region ID, product ID, TID or customer ID. And there's 2 entities that is connected with many to many relationship between them, which has a relational attribute here that is quantity. So we're gonna have another table for this one as well. So let's get started with the first table. For this, we're gonna go to entity relation here and choose for the table. We're gonna have this table, first table for region, and this is gonna have a primary key called region ID. Having and the region ID, and all the other attribute goes down below. Region name. Let's just delete these rows. Alright, this is the first table. Let's create another table for the store. Store. It has a unique ID called store store ID, and the other attributes goes down below. Store ship. Alright, delete this rows. Let's have another table for sales transactions. And it has a primary key that is TID, and T date goes here. Let's just delete this row. We can just add the rows if we need in future. Alright, that goes there. Now let's create another table for the product entity. City product as a product, primary key, product ID, product price, product name. Alright, let's just keep this like this. Let's create another table for the vendor entity. And the vendor has a unique ID called vendor ID and vendor name. Alright, let's create another table for category entity. Category, which has unique attribute called category ID and has category name. Delete this row. There you go, category. We're gonna create another table for the customer entity. And it has a primary key that is customer ID and other attributes like customer name, customer zip, here we have the table for all of them. Let's customer and category and vendor over here, sales transaction and product over here, and store and reason over here. So we can see that there's a relation between reason and store that is one to many. So the many side is store, so it's gonna have the foreign key over there. Foreign key from the one side that is reason ID, and we're gonna call this foreign key right here. And the store is connected to sales transaction that is one to many. So the sales transaction is gonna have the foreign key here from the store entity that is store ID, and we call this foreign key. Sales transaction is connected to product that is many to many relationship here, so we're gonna have to make another table for this, which is right here. Alright, that's which is includes. Let's have this product. I have the product ID and T ID from the sales transaction. And there's a quantity relational attribute which goes down here. Quantity. Down there. Alright, so product has a many-to-one relationship. So the product side is gonna have the primary key of the vendor, which is foreign key, vendor ID, and the product is also connected to category, is related to category, which has relation many-to-one. So the product is gonna have the primary key of category, that is foreign key, the category ID in product side. Okay, that goes there. All right, and the sales transaction is related to customer, has a relation from many to one. So the sales transaction is gonna have the customer ID on sales transaction. That is customer ID. All right, so we got this foreign key from the primary key or the reason ID from over there. We got this primary key store ID from the sales transaction. Got it from here. The customer ID, we got the foreign key from here. The TID, we got it from over here. The product from here. Product ID, the foreign key, we got it from here. The vendor ID, the category ID, we got it from here. Product to category. Yeah. This is basically it. This shows the relation. This is a relational schema for this diagram. All right. Thank you.